Welcome to Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. This podcast was created for the boomer woman leaving corporate, and now you're looking to reinvent yourself, become an author, an entrepreneur, a podcaster. Well, each episode will leave you with clarity. You will come away with the yes, I can and yes, I will reinvent myself mindset. So come on, let's do this. I'm your host, Margo Lovett. Sponsors for Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation are Podcast Academy Online. Learn to podcast like an adult, built for the busy entrepreneur or the hobbyist. Visit our membership community at podcastacademyonline.com. And Buzzsprout. Buzzsprout, the easiest, best way to promote and track your podcast. Your show could be online, listed in all of the major directories like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Get your $20 Amazon gift card for signing up. The link is in the show notes. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Another episode, Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. Today, I am blown away when I think about this woman, how she is on LinkedIn, and it's her mission. It is her goal. And every time I look around, she is reaching that goal and pushing the envelope further and further. I'm talking about Jerrilynn B. Thomas, who is the founder, the force behind 1 Million Woman Link Up. Jerrilynn, I'm just going to leave it at that. We're going to jump in and talk about what you are doing. So welcome. I'm glad you're here with us today.
It's my extreme pleasure to be back.
Oh my goodness, yes indeed. We had a conversation and you talked about early, and this was last year, I believe it was last year. And
yes, around that conference that you did, yes.
Yes, indeed. Well, take us back, because somebody maybe they didn't hear that conversation, but take us back.
Okay.
How did you get this idea and to even start to link 1 million women together on LinkedIn?
Well, the first little nugget kind of sparked around the 1 Million Woman March. I was like, well, wow, that is awesome. 1 million women are out there marching for justice and everything else. How about if I can get together 1 million women to just partner using LinkedIn? Because I noticed that, there were a lot of women who were on LinkedIn and they were quiet. They didn't know how to use it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to reach out, just put a little blurb out there and saying, I want to bring together 1 million women to just learn how to use LinkedIn to partner and to grow their businesses. And it just took off. Women just embraced it. Yeah. And then, of course, I got a little better at it, like when people started reaching out to me to connect with other women that they needed to be speakers and podcasters like you. Which was fabulous. And now it's just getting even bigger. So now I have 2 women who have stepped up, who would like to be chapter leaders. Wow. Because since COVID, more women are online. Yes. And they're trying to figure out how to network and how to do it right and how to use LinkedIn. So we're going to have a chapter for women in the metro Atlanta area and the Chicagoland area, and they're going to launch at the same time and be sister chapters. So then we can grow even more next year. We'll get all the kinks out. It'll be great.
So Chicago and Atlanta, they have stepped up to the plate.
Yes.
Wow. And kudos to you ladies. That is, well, you know what? That is what you envision. This is just the manifestation and the coming together of what you spoke of the last time we had a conversation. So this is exciting stuff. I mean, it starts out with a few, and then that mushrooms, and before you know it, you got something going on. So now, Jerrilynn, I must admit, I am one of them that my hand instantly went up because I wanted to understand, how do you really connect with women on LinkedIn and make that work for you? My question for you is, how do our women joining with the understanding that we are to collaborate, and we're taking it from know, like, and trust. But what, I guess I'm trying to ask you, what angle are people coming in to the link up with the understanding that we're going to collaborate, or we're going to get to know, like, and trust each other? But what's their expectation? I guess that's what I'm trying to ask.
Okay, basically, you get out of it what you put into it.
Mhm.
Basically, just like with anything else. I tell women, when you're coming in, you need to be active. You need to share what you're working on. Like, uh, um, new podcast that you're trying to launch, you have a conference that you'd like to give or whatever, and you put up there that you're looking for women to get involved with you. Not that you're trying to sell to them.
Mhm.
That just happens.
Mhm.
Women will buy from you when they find out what you're doing. But if you're trying to pull in women to be speakers, to be sponsors, and to just push the message out there in exchange for like a piece of it, like a ad, in exchange for them blasting out to all of their LinkedIn contacts that are female, male, but whatever it is, that you'll get something back. You will.
Mhm.
And the people that they're sharing their information with, they're going to buy from you. They're going to come to your conference. They will listen in to your podcast. They will
Mhm.
go to your book launch, whatever it is, because they're out there hungry looking for information, but they don't want to be sold to. They want you to reach out to them from a place of sharing and being a team.
Hmm. That's important.
Yes.
I was hoping
Hmm.
that you would say that, because my greatest fear, what I've seen thus far, and it's not just women, it seems to
I know.
be people
Men.
on, yeah,
I would say
and this
men.
thing,
It's
there you go. It's mainly men. I didn't want to say it, but you are
just say
right.
it, because
They are.
I've gotten a little frustrated myself now. I did have someone say that to me, like, she says men reach out to her on LinkedIn because they see what she's doing and they automatically want to sell.
Yes.
No. But there
Yeah.
are women too. But right now I have to admit some of these men are just a little bit bold. I
Yeah.
didn't say just you know, to be your contact on LinkedIn for you to just straight out the
Hmm.
box sell to me, get to
Hmm.
know me. But there was one guy, he was so nice when he reached out and he asked me to connect with him on LinkedIn. He said, you know what? I want to connect. I'm not trying to sell to you because I
Hmm.
know that, hey, I don't like it when it happens to me. So can we
Hmm.
connect, find out what each other's doing, and along the way, if we find that we have contacts or if we need each other's services, we'll do that. But
Hmm.
just can we connect?
Yes.
I'm like, thank you, and yes, I will. And I
Yes.
thanked him. I sent him a special message like, thank you so much, because
Yeah.
I'm so tired of trying to be people selling to me.
Yes.
Everyone is not your customer.
No, no, not at all. And every bit of information does not go with everyone. There's
Yeah.
a fine line that you cross when you're spamming people, and when you're trying to, and tell me if I'm wrong about this, Jerrilynn, but everybody wants to build their network and their connections, not just so that they can talk. I have so many people that I'm connected to, but you just, to me, the more people you're connected to, the bigger the opportunity to really, really, for me, find guests and build
Mm-hmm.
relationships, and people know what you're doing, because I feel as though, as a podcaster, somebody's always going to be able to share something out to a friend, to a friend, to a friend, because an
Yes.
episode is going to touch them. But I say all that to say, there are people that want to just touch bases with you, and it's like oil and water, and it's like, why? And then you turn around, and next thing I know, you got something in my box, and you're trying to hard sell me, or you're assuming that I need
Yes.
your service. with a hard sale. So I'm glad that you I'm glad that you said that, because
Yes, because
let's
I'm
not
constantly going
turn.
through it right now. It's gotten worse since COVID.
Yeah, yeah,
I have to
I hate
admit,
to see
it's
that. So I'm thinking, Jerrilynn, that what you've created is really a shelter. It's a safe haven for women, so that we know that when we are a part of 1 million women link up, they are
mhm.
women that want to do business, that are open. They are, but we're looking to connect. Hi, how are you? First of all, what are you doing?
Yes.
First of all, and yeah, like
Hmm.
the gentleman, if in the conversation we see an opportunity to bring up what we do, and it always does come up, then let's
Yes,
have
it
that
does.
conversation. And that's the end of that. So,
Yeah.
um,
Hmm.
Carolyn, I just want, real quick, without further ado, I want people to understand, how do they become a part of the 1 million woman link up? And yeah, let's make it clear that this is fee based, because when you
Yes.
about something, then play to pay to play. It's not really that way, but to be part of a sheltered network is so worth it. So, Jerrilynn, tell us how to become
Okay.
a part of 1 million women.
Okay. Well, basically, you go to smartwomenpartner.com and you start reading. You look over what we have going on, our concept and everything, and you check out the different levels. You look at the various women and you say, hey, okay, definitely, I see this might work for me. I'm looking to collaborate and I want to have a steady source, because
Mhm,
basically you're not coming to get involved for a one-time thing. You
mhm,
want to be a part of this to steadily bring on people who can be a part of your marketing tribe, women that you can always know that, hey, every month that I can tap into someone else's marketing campaign and keep growing, which is
mhm.
very important. I mean, it's great, that you're launching a book or whatever, that you just wrote this book and you're having a book launch and you want some people to come on board with you to maybe give you some goodies and to share information about your book launch. But what happens after that? You have to keep going to keep your book sales going. You need
Mhm,
women who are giving webinars, those who are giving conferences, those who have newsletters, those who have podcasts, vodcasts, all of that stuff that you can constantly tap into to be a part of what they're doing and to bring them into what you're doing, because it's a
mhm,
two-way street. It
mhm,
can't just be one way where they're coming in and they're pushing your information, but you're not giving anything back.
mhm,
So it's a way
mhm.
for you to constantly be involved
Jerrilynn, Jerrilynn, did I lose you?
in your
Okay, I think,
marketing, your social.
Jerrilynn,
Mhm.
we're going in and out. I don't know what happened. What? Let's pick it up from here. Because I can go ahead and edit this out. Let's take
Okay,
a
say my internet was
let,
unstable for a moment.
That's
Okay.
okay. Let's take a pause so I can cut that
Okay.
out. And then let's come back in. One, two, three. Come back in and tell us about how the smartwomenpartner.com is a place of consistency where you can constantly market. Let's pick it up there.
Yes, it is. It's a place where you could come, you can see what other women are doing, find out who's on LinkedIn that's on that site that is looking for partners. It's a place where you can read their marketing profiles that we just added. I believe you need to add your profile to that brand new section.
Okay, okay.
Yes, you do. You need to come in and
All
add your
right.
profile. Um, it's also a place where you can find steady women to partner with on an ongoing basis, because you don't want to just partner one time. So
Mhm.
when you get involved, it's an investment to be around other women who think like you do, so that
Yes.
every month you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or more women that you can partner with, that you can tap into what they're doing. Women who are giving conferences, webinars, podcasts, whatever it is, and you can tap into it. And you don't have to open up your pocketbook to get involved with these ladies. They want access to your contacts. You want access to their contacts plus what they're doing. It's a win-win thing. And and by getting involved, it's steady. Instead of you having to beat the bushes trying to find women that suit your needs, we have women already who suit your needs, and we will push it out there on social media that you're also looking for women. So you have someone that's constantly putting it out there that you're looking for women to partner with, so you can expand your marketing reach on LinkedIn, which is big. I mean, it has over 760 members, and of that, 43% are women. So that's like over 280, 90 million women that are there. Yeah, and the only way to get to them is to partner. You got to do stuff to get into your contacts LinkedIn Rolodex, so you can be in their feeds, their LinkedIn company pages. And of course, we also we work on how to use LinkedIn's features for you to partner with other people using them, using the LinkedIn publishing platform, the LinkedIn company pages, their new video that they have. I mean, why do all this stuff by yourself when you can partner with other people, gain access to their stuff? I mean, publish articles and put it on their LinkedIn company page. And when you write a brand new blog, include them. And then, of course, hey, you know what I'm doing right now, those articles, my LinkedIn Women's series, which I included you, the first one, the influential African-American women on LinkedIn. I mean, to do stuff like that, I know I'm still getting calls. Some people like, thank you so much for putting me on that list. I mean, they're getting featured at work for being on this list. I'm like, wow.
Well, it was just... We're going to stop right there, because I was getting to that list. When you put that list out, girl, I can testify. People were coming from the woodwork to connect. And it was like unreal. I hired a virtual assistant to help me get the names and connect me to everyone on that list, because I took it to heart. And those that don't know what we're talking about, Jerrilynn published a 2020 list of influential African American business women you should follow. I took it to heart. And when I
on
tell
LinkedIn,
you, on LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn.
Yes.
Stepped out from the crowd. I just pulled people, and then other people nominated other people, and it's just been going.
Man, that idea, I hope you do it for 2021. You're probably going to have oh my God. So I'm glad you brought that up, because that was phenomenal. And everybody,
I'm still getting called.
I know you are. I know you are. The way you set that up, and the way it was just beautiful, and you could feel everyone bursting with pride, and still do. I think I'm going to actually go ahead and do a Facebook Live about the power of that list, the power of it, because it helped me understand the power of podcasting after that. Many of those women have been podcast guests. That list is phenomenal, as Oprah would say. But I don't want to take away from, I want people to be able to know the different way. You told us, go to smartwomenpartner.com. And there are different tiers of financial ways to invest, to come in to this. So will you go over that briefly? Because, and let me just debunk one thing. If somebody's always giving you something for free, run the other way. Because when you get to a certain level, you are obligated to invest in yourself. That's all I'm going to say about that. So when it comes to smartwomenpartner.com, and you hear Jerrilynn talk about the power behind this compiling this list and she's still getting calls, I can testify to the power of being in her inner circle. So when she tells you these price points, go and become a part of smartwomenpartner.com. All right, Jerrilynn, I just wanted to get in on that. Go ahead. Tell us the different levels
Okay.
to enter.
Okay. Well, I've kept it simple. I just have two levels now. One that is $100, and this is a year, and another one that's $250.
Mhm.
Basically, when you get involved, you get to be a part of a onboarding portal where you can go in and you get to get your business story published, you get your press releases published out there. We have 12 networking events that we give on LinkedIn. For you guys, you get to come in every month and network with a brand new batch of women on LinkedIn. And we most times centered around a um, PR holiday. Like this month is National Women's Small Business Month. So we're gonna have two events. Mhm. Or we also do it around women from a certain state or country, just so you could just keep meeting women. And these events allow you to share what your business is doing. The nitty gritty stuff, like, who your ideal client is, your top
Yes.
3 products and services, how people can use them, which is very important. I mean, just because you are a blogger, a podcaster, web designer, doesn't mean anything. You have to educate people, and I give you that opportunity, and you share what you're working on right now, which is very important. Like if you're giving a event, or if you're out there and you're like looking for people to just come basically invest in your business or whatever, you get to share all that, and you get to tell your business story, because women like to connect with women who are just like them, who've gone through some of the same things, and
Yes.
you can do all that. And you also now get a marketing profile that has a good bit of this information, so that every month after this event, you can send people to your marketing profile on smartwomenpartner.com, which is very important. Um, we also have it to where you get to pitch. You get to fill out this form and say, okay, I'm working on this project. Could you please share this with everyone so I can get partners? I'm
Mhm.
like your partner, I guess you could say, helping to keep your information out there. You also get to record a video, especially at the top tier like you are, and you get to do a welcome video and share little tips and everything
Oh,
that we
Jerrilynn.
publish on the site, which is very important to be visible and to share your LinkedIn information. We also have it where now each month we are doing e-boxes. You know how great it is when you sign up for a subscription service, the one where you get the perfumes, all the
Yes.
clothing and all that stuff, and every month you get something different. Well,
Yes.
we're gonna be doing something like that, but it'll be a virtual e-box, and it'll be centered around LinkedIn and a different feature, so that you can spend 30 days working on how to use that LinkedIn feature and pulling in your own LinkedIn contacts. And at the end of that, I'll be pushing that project that you worked on. It could be a LinkedIn company page that you worked on, and you have all these great women that you came together with, that you maybe are featuring their articles, or you made it into like a therapy site or something. You could do anything with your LinkedIn company page that you to make it stand out. The goal is to figure out how to use LinkedIn features as a group with other women, and to grow your followers,
Yes.
because you can only have 30,000 LinkedIn contacts, but your LinkedIn company pages can have millions
Oh, really?
of
I didn't
contacts
know
on it.
that.
Yes, I know. So,
Oh.
so the goal is to figure out how to use all the features on LinkedIn
Mhm.
to your max. And of course,
Mhm.
to get followers when you publish your blog, article,
Yes.
whatever, on LinkedIn, on the platform. Because if all the followers that you get are the ones that are going to come look at your profile company
Mhm.
page and want to do business with you, as
Mhm.
well as partner with you. So we try to take the pain out of using LinkedIn, because they're always changing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
But
So we
what I
just make it
like,
fun. So every month you do something different and
I
work
like the
together on.
idea that this is a safe haven. I know that you're like this is your baby and this is what you've been
Yes.
doing for so long. You're not going to allow
Hmm.
people to just be spammed and done in if you were just out here
Oh
floundering
no,
by yourself. So
no.
this is what I'm loving about it. Wait a minute, lady, you have made some major revisions, and what you said last year, you've done it and more. So kudos to
Yes.
you. I think I came in at $100 a year. I got to amp my thing on up to 250. I got because I'm like that. All the way in, or go big or go home.
Yes.
At this point, go big or
Thank you.
go
Yeah.
home. You're gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. You know?
Hmm.
So wow. Jerrilynn, tell people once again how they can get in contact with you. And let me make sure that I give you all of your accolades. Jerrilynn B. Thomas has been a part of LinkedIn for a long time. She's seen things come and go from LinkedIn. She knows the ins and the outs. And she is the brains behind smartwomenpartner.com, 1 million women link up. She already told us how many women are over on LinkedIn. Everybody doesn't have to be silent. And I think since COVID, a lot of people have really gotten quite vocal. So why not get together, collaborate, get to know, like, and trust each other, work and in tandem with each other. Don't just give, just give and take, but give and take. If that's what I'm hearing Jerrilynn say, then you definitely want to be a
Yes.
part of smartwomenpartner.com. So I think it's fabulous what you're doing. She came up with this incredible list in for 2020 list of influential African American businesswomen you should follow. I was honored to be on that list, and I'm telling you, it has been
Well, you
a
about to love the
game
next one.
changer.
The podcaster list comes out on Sunday. I'm working on that right now.
Oh boy.
Podcasters,
Oh,
yes, powerhouse business women who podcast.
wow. Yes. Well, yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Female, yep, yeah,
Woo.
you're gonna be. Yes, I have you there. I'm working on it right now. It will go live on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we're getting a lot of attention for that one. And another one I'm working on is, women who can help you pivot to survive this pandemic.
Yes.
So I'm putting
Yes.
that list together too. That list is coming together. Women are embracing that list too.
There's help out
Yeah.
there, and I have
Yeah.
found people are interested to and want and invested here on LinkedIn to help others. Are you finding that to be so also, Jerrilynn?
I'm here. Okay. You
Yeah.
went out again.
Oh yeah. We're going to wrap this up because there's something I know there's something going on with these internet connections. A lot of people are finding this to be so, but. Um, I'm just wondering, are you finding that there really are more women on LinkedIn willing to help than those who aren't?
Yes. Yes, I am. And I'm finding that women are so grateful to just have someone just to mention their name because it's like they, they've been quiet and this is like activating them. They're waking up. Those women that I have mentioned in all my articles so far, they're so grateful. Like, thank you. Because, hey, I needed someone to wake me up so I could see the power of LinkedIn. And they see it now. These lists work. It's phenomenal. And it's, like I said, the simplest of thing. I'm just showcasing my contacts. And then they just like add more people to it. I'm growing my business on LinkedIn and getting more contacts.
Yes, yes.
It's
Well, it's
cross-pollinating. They're
fabulous.
nominating their own contacts. It's perfect. And it
Well,
gives me a chance to share what I'm doing at the same time. It's
yes,
win-win.
win-win. You're giving and they're giving and you're taking and they're taking and it's just going
Mhm.
around and around. It's like a big storm that's just brewing and just catching up
It
all of us along
is.
the way. Wow.
Especially that first list. Like I said, I have
Woo.
people reach out to ask me, so why did you add me to my, to your list? Because I have, my job has read this
Yeah.
and they want to feature me because I was on this list. I'm like, what?
Power.
That's
Powerful.
yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I'm
I didn't
looking at
know.
the I'm looking at the clock, and I really have to respect your time, because when you tell us everything that you are doing over here on LinkedIn for and through the women of LinkedIn, and I want you everybody to know that it's not just for Black women, it's not just for brown women, it's for all women over here on LinkedIn. I have to respect your
Yes.
time and just say, everybody, go over here to smartwomenpartner.com. Put down the $100, put down the $250. This is for the year, and just grow with this phenomenal lady. So, Jerrilynn, what are your parting comments at this time?
Basically, all I can say is that smart women partner and grow rich.
Yeah.
That's where your money is going to come from, partnering. Don't try to sell to one person at a time. You could get 10 or more clients just by partnering with someone without the hard sell. And you'll make a cool friend, because I'm loving you. Thank you so much.
I'm
This is
loving
just
you too.
fun.
Yeah. You
Yes.
are lighthearted, full of energy, and a light. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Oh, thank
So,
you.
it doesn't matter to me that we had the issues with the internet. I'm going to take time and edit that out and make sure that
Okay.
we get this out. I'm just going to tell one story about something that Jerrilynn did for me. So, because a lot of times somebody will say, "Oh, you know what? She didn't do that," or she's her sister or cousin is probably woo-wooing her, pumping her up. Let me tell you, no, it was year before last, I believe.
Yeah, yeah,
Jerrilynn
sure. Yeah.
Thomas asked, someone came to her asking about a podcaster. These people were getting ready for a major event. Zanona uh, Clayton and Essence. My goodness, I can't think of her name. Oh, Susan Taylor. They were just some of the names that were going to be honored at this huge event. So this PR person got in contact with Jerrilynn. Jerrilynn got in contact with me. The event was taking place there in Atlanta. I'm in Southern California. Do you know we pulled it off? And I had a chance to meet one and only Susan Taylor, Zanona Clayton. I'm talking about the one who walked with the Kings and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Coretta Scott King. I never would have had that opportunity had it not been for Jerrilynn. So as I build my story on reinvention, Jerrilynn Thomas will always be there, because she brought that opportunity to me. I was ready. And as far as I know, I represented you well, Jerrilynn. I did all I could
Yes, you
do, and
did.
I
They were
went
so
for it.
happy with you.
Well, I
You
tell you,
and Donna. It was great that I was able to help you and Donna Smith Bellinger. And that's the way
yes,
it works. People
yes.
reach out to me, and then I reach out to the women that I know who are active, that I've been involved with. That's the way
Yes.
it works. You can't come into this movement and be quiet. Those
Mhm,
that are vocal, like you and Donna and a couple of other women, yes. Whenever
mhm.
someone reaches out to me, I know who to reach back out to.
We'll
Don't
drop the
ask for
mic on
anything.
that one.
Just do it.
Yeah,
Yes.
we drop the mic on that one, because that that right there, that says a lot. It says a lot. So, Jerrilynn, I'm totally respecting your time. Thank you for all that you're doing for all of us over on LinkedIn. And a smart women partner. If you're smart, you're going to partner up. That's all I'm going to say.
Mhm.
So, wow, what a conversation. And as I always, it's hard for me to close out, because I have a million other questions to ask you. But
Also, we could do more
well,
next year and so on.
oh, definitely, definitely. And I'm getting together a panel, because before the year is out, I really would like to have a recap on all of the great things that have happened on LinkedIn. So you and Linda Murray Bullard,
Yes.
and I just want to get a bunch of
Yes.
folks from that list to come on, and we just have a panel discussion about what happened, what
Oh.
the force behind that atomic bomb that went off in our lives. And then that will encourage others to be a part of Smart Women Partner
I
before the year
love
is out.
that.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
Perfect. Okay. Okay.
So, All right. Well, I'll be back next week with another episode of Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. In the meantime, stay safe, wash your hands, keep your mask on, and watch that social distancing. All right. I'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Bye bye now. I want to thank you for listening to Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. Couple of things that I want you to do right now. Go to my website, pick up a copy of Her Business, Her Voice, Her Reinvention, how I went from game show hopping to international show host, author, and speaker in 1 year. Number 2, please freely listen to each and every episode. Share them out with your family, friends, the men in your lives. And then number 3, get in contact with me, one of the experts that have been on the show, because I want to make sure that you reinvent yourself. I'll be back next week with a brand new episode here on Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation.